everybody. Welcome to another joyful journey. This is a great little groove going on. Yeah, it's good to see all of our friends. Steph and Arad, Andromeda just popped in. Mark, good to see David. Good to see everybody. And let's see who else. Bill. Stop motion. Yeah, I think this might be your first time popping in the chat, so welcome. Welcome to everybody. Yeah, we got a lot of joy, a lot of fun things going on. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is the latest from our good friends at Dick's Music Studio. Yeah, a little lovely groove here. Yeah, while you're here, just make sure you give us a like and a subscribe and that kind of thing, and everything will be smooth sailing. Steen, good to see you. It's a full house today. And Mandy, good to see you, Mandy. And Mandy, I saw your entry, I think just came in just recently. Let me make sure I've got enough headroom here. Okay, yeah. Just bounce the seat down a little bit so I can get in the groove today for another joyful journey coming your way. We got a full house, got a lot of libraries, got a lot of fun for you today. Okay, it's like a little break. Okay, I don't want to get too carried away here. All right. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So you don't know what's going to happen during these live streams. Let me make sure we got. Okay. Yeah, we got everything going. Wow. So last week we didn't have a live stream because last Thursday was my birthday, and so Debbie and I had. I think it was probably. It was probably one of the, it was a very, let's just put it this way. It was a very enjoyable day. Just had a very nice lunch at Chewy's, which is one of my favorite Mexican restaurants. Went to Malibu Jack's, rode the go-karts, played some Space Invaders and some pinball, just had some fun. Just had some fun and watched A Song Is Born, Danny Kaye. And then I think it was Friday night, we had to watch Nacho Libre. And Nacho Libre has got to be one of my favorite movies with Jack Black. It's just so much fun. It is so much fun. And let's make sure we got levels. I'm seeing a lot of all goods, and so that makes me feel good. And so it's just so blessed. And Mark, so your birthday was last Friday, so a week ago. So we're real close. That's really cool. But I'm very blessed, just so blessed. So let's just kind of get a lot of the news and stuff out of the way. I want to first of all, I mentioned Mandy's entry in our Free to Create celebration, and again, it's not a competition. It's a celebration. So I just want to just update you guys on that because I've extended the date. I extended the date until midnight GMT, 12 a.m. GMT, June the 12th. And I think that's next Friday. Okay, no, that's next Thursday. So you have, let's just put it this way, you have until midnight GMT on the 11th. So that would make it midnight June. Oh, let's see. Okay, I don't know. I guess that's right. You know what? I'm not gonna be really hard on a hard line on it. But yes, if you get it in between the 11th and the 12th, yeah, depending on where you are, then that's gonna work. That's gonna work fine. And because I want to make sure everybody has a chance to participate. Because we've got a few entries, but not a ton. but we're gonna. I'm just excited. I haven't listened to anything. I'm not going to listen to anything yet until we get all the entries in. When we get all the entries in, I'm going to just kind of put them in a way where I can just listen to them without knowing who it is. I'm going to just kind of serialize them, give them kind of like an anonymous number that's going to be tied in somewhere where we're going to know who what number is what. And then we're going to be able to listen to those. I'm going to be able to, when we do the live stream, and announce the winner. So we're going to have a grand prize winner, but then we're going to spin the wheel of fun for to give away the Berlin Orchestra. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Okay, let's see. Let's just see who else is in here. Okay, yeah, there's going to be a playlist. We're going to have a playlist, and there's not a hashtag page, but if you're hashtagging videos and stuff, and again, you don't have to do a video. A video is kind of like an extra fun thing that you can do, and it actually it's not going to count. It's not going to count against you winning or not. I think it's just a bonus thing that you can do as something fun. And because I'm going to do it strictly on what I'm hearing and on an audio basis. Um, and I really appreciate those that have entered, putting in a lot of the description, what they did. That just really kind of helps me to put some more things in context. So um, kudos on that. Okay, we have to talk about this too. Summer of Sound is on, so make sure that you check that out. If you're looking for a free version, not the free version, because but this is like this is the time of the year to if you wanted to get the full version of Contact, this is the time to do that. Or any other library that you've been keeping an eye out on. So Heaviosity is having a summer sale, which is cool, and theirs is up to 75% off. So check those out. Let's see who else. And Orchestral Tools. So yeah, this was the funny thing. So when I got a hold of the free orchestra, the first thing that I thought about was, man, wouldn't it be cool to do some kind of competition or a celebration? Um, and it's just like I was talking to Orchestral Tools, and they said, "Well, we can't talk." So they actually had the same idea, and so you still have time to enter the composer's journey. Now, this one it is limited to only the free orchestra, and you put it to the video that they give you. You have a beautiful video that you can download, and you score to that. So this is a different type of competition or a celebration, and they are really opening the doors to the prizes too. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of opportunities to enjoy and have fun with that. Jeff, I thought about that, and one of the things that crossed my mind is that since I work closely with these companies, like with scoring competitions and things, um, I think it would be wise for me to kind of what is it, recluse, like what a Supreme Court judge does. Um, what I might, what I might do, and you know what, I probably should do it, but not officially enter. Yeah, recuse. That's right. So that would be fun for me to do, but I would recuse myself from actually being an entrant. I would not count myself eligible for a prize if I'm working closely with the developer or with the company. I just think that, to me, that feels right to me. Um, but we shall see. Um, oh wow. Okay. Oh, I want to show you this. This is something pretty cool that there was a thread on VI Control about fader controllers. Now, all of you know that I've been using the Studio Logic mix face, but I saw this on VI Control, and I said, well, let's just say, because they said, hey, if you'd like to have one to review, then send me a note, and we're just getting a lot of housekeeping out of the way. Let's just put it that way. Um, And then, so what they did, they sent over one of their controllers. What intrigued me about this is the touch screen, and it's an XY pad. So let me see if I can show it to you here. I've got something that I'm going to try. I'm using yeah, I'm going to use my phone to sort of show it to you. And let's see if yeah, okay, so here we go. This is what I see. This is what I see, guys. I'm seeing an iPad, the monitor there, and this is kind of like a rare behind the scenes. This is like a rare behind the scenes look at what's going on here. Um, but this is the controller here. And so I've got it like on an iPad holder, holding it up. It's on like an arm, like an adjustable arm. Let's see if I can get this around here. Yeah, so I've got it on like a little adjustable arm. And that's the same thing I've got the Stream Deck on. But what is so cool is that you have the three faders, and then you have the XY control. And this is it's a resistive touchscreen, but I found that I can just touch it and it responds pretty good. And then you can go into XY mode, and there you have the little XY controller here. And you have 6 banks. Let's get out of there. Yeah, you've got 6 different banks that you can store presets, and it's got this. Yeah, it does have this kind of interesting. It's black, but it's got this texture that makes it kind of kind of like a sparkly, like a sparkle top type of thing. But I was really curious because you see here the mixed face. Mixed face, I think, has like 40 millimeter faders, and the AMC has the 100 millimeter faders. And what I noticed just in checking that out is that, yeah, that worked pretty good. That worked pretty good. um, but what I noticed is that on the mixed face, the 40 millimeter, you go from 0 to 127 rather quickly. You only have this much space before you go from 0 to 127 in a fader move or an expression move. And you can assign the faders to any CC controller, and you've got 6 different banks of presets that you can store 6 different configurations for each of the faders and the XY. So you can really customize it. But with the 100 millimeter, this is what I've always been curious about, is that you get just like a wider range of expressions. So you're just like yeah, I can kind of bring it out here. So you're just like riding this here, and yeah, Lou, I see you, I see that. I've been following that. So yeah, so live it up, brother. You're at the jazz getaway. That sounds like a lot of fun. That does sound like a squirrel. That does sound like a lot of fun. But getting back to this, and it's connected through USB-C. But you'll notice something. I'm just going to unplug it here. But I've got like a right angle USB connector. You can see that. So you can plug it in, and it will take that USB straight into like a little right angle. So it'll just come right off the back. It'll just come right off the back of the controller. Because if you just had it the regular way, then you've got that cable kind of just sticking out there like a pigtail, sort of like that. Ooh, we got some ASMR going on here. And let's just, I should have connected it first, and then, yeah. So it does feel very nice and fluid, and I'm just getting used to it, but I can tell when I'm just sort of, working with it initially. I've had it for a few days, so I haven't really gotten into the nitty-gritty of using it on a daily basis, but the faders do feel very smooth, and it's solid but light at the same time. Um, but I love the visual readout. And this is the thing. So I do not produce a whole lot and in this position here. And let me just throw up the, let me throw the fader up again so I can show you what's going on. So what happens is most of the time, this is like my live stream deal, but then when I'm producing, let's see, didn't expect to do that. So this fits right there on my tray along with my typewriter keyboard, my QWERTY keyboard. So it's just the right size to fit right alongside of that. And then I can just have it right there and be able to just to take it. And this tray, well, it's not gonna slide shut, but I can just use it that way if I'm, doing a daily drive type of thing, which is cool. But I do have a really cool announcement is that we're going to be working with this a little bit more. But the company has been very generous, and they're going to just allow me to give one of these away. I'm not going to do it today, but we're going to think about how we're going to do this. But what I would say in the comments, in the video comments, just maybe leave a message about why something like this would be very useful for you. Oh, the knee cam. Yeah, my knees are showing there. So I'm going to put this back over here and let me get that. I'm just going to plug it back in because we might use it when we're looking at TIDES later on. Yeah, I like that little arm. That just really works very well to help get things position things, like especially like the Stream Deck and all of that. I like that NDI cam. That seems like that works pretty good to show kind of things that I can't catch with the cameras here. So that is a little short introduction to the AMC3 Plus Touch, and I want to thank AMC3 MIDI controller for sending this over. It's the first, other than the mix face, it's the first MIDI controller that I've actually used or sort of reviewed or opened and that kind of thing. But the cool thing is, look at that. It's just like right there where I can kind of reach and kind of mess with it. And 3 faders does feel kind of nice. And then it's just spaced so you can kind of grab it and just perform with it. You're sort of able to kind of perform with it a little bit, and having that 100 millimeter throw that really kind of helps you to be able to dig in a little bit more, have a little bit more expressiveness with it. So, okay, do we got any more housekeeping here? No, we don't. So let's just get right into having some fun with. We've got a lot of whirlies today. We've got a couple of whirlies, and it's just so funny that Rhodes is coming out with their first whirly. I did notice, however, while they're saying whirly, they are not saying Wurlitzer, and I'm thinking that, and they're even saying 200A and that kind of thing. So it's got a lot of to do, I guess, with the trademarks and things. Just like Rhodes, you couldn't call a virtual instrument a Rhodes unless you were Rhodes making it, and so I'm thinking that's why. Let's just kind of you can get a 14-day free trial to check it out during the intro period, and so let's just pull this up here, and you're going to recognize the interface. It's similar to their other. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's why. Yeah, let's pop that. Yeah, there we go. This even sounds a little mono. And let's see, let's go through some of the factories here. Let's see. And we've got the timbre shift, which does some fun things. Let me give it some more oomph here. Yeah. Yes. It's got that nice bark. Little birdie, why do you fly upside down? Yeah, it's just got that. It's amazing. Yeah, it's just got that stuff, that grit and bark on there. You just hear it. Let's see, and we've got dark. That was bright timbre shift, and this is the dark. Yeah. Let's see, we've got some mics here. Let's see. There's the chorus. I just got this loaded just today. The timbre shift really helps to make it sound rich. Let's see. Let's go. Get a nice spring. Very cool. And let's just take that. And it's like I'm missing some presets here, but we'll just kind of drive this around. It's just got a nice personality to it. It's just got that bark, that really nice bark personality that you would expect from a whirly. This is the phaser. Cool. Let's just see, we got one more. And then I'm going to, after the stream, just to make sure I've got all the cool presets and make sure everything's good. It just puts you in that same space. Let's see, we got a little delay. That's really cool. And then while we've got the Rhodes WURLI, we also have the the Loung Lizard, Loung Lizard 5, and this is both a tine and a reed. And this is modeled. So Applied Acoustic Systems are acoustic modeling. They're modeling these pianos. And Loung Lizard, the original Loung Lizard, say that fast a few times. It was like one of the first modeling pianos, I think, that I reviewed on the channel years ago. And so this was kind of fun to be able to get a hold of. And let's see, got that here. And I've got the reed pull up. Yeah, it's sort of like Piano Tech in that it's modeled, but of course, Applied Acoustic Systems have been doing modeling in different ways than Mod Art. There's just different approaches to what they do, but you get the same basic results in that you don't have samples, so. Yeah, and let's turn the reverb on here. Okay, it's there. It's a short. And let's see, we can go in here and let's see. Yeah, that's a little studio. Let's oh, that's cool. Okay, let's just bring it in here. And let's see, we've got let's see. You said you saw a wah-wah. A wah-wah. I think, okay, you didn't say that you saw one, but let's see. Okay, let's see what we've got. You know, I don't think we do have a wah in here. But that would be fun. That would be fun to have, yeah. But this is a pretty cool effects chain that we can get in. Let's see, we can load. Okay, so we don't have any effects chain presets here. And let's go into the library and we can just open up some more. Let's see, Felty Reed. Yeah, that's kind of a short decay. And we've got the character here. We can go Luxy. Yeah, and Nigel, the Casio has some samples. I think they do some kind of modeling with some of the aspects of the piano, but for the most part, it's sampled. It's sampled as well. The Roland digital pianos, a lot of the V pianos, they are modeled. Oh, okay. So look at that. So we've got an expert setting that we can go in and adjust more of the mechanics under the hood, the stiffness of the hammer. So we can make it just not very stiff at all. So you can adjust the, you can adjust the physics and the force of the, so you can let it hit soft or just slam it. That's pretty cool. Different noises and the damper noise, how much it's going to dampen it. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. You got placement for the pickups and tremolo. That's a lot of fun. And then the reed, that you've got settings for the reed overtones and things. So it gives you quite a lot of things you can do with the actual physicality of the. So it doesn't have to be just like a specific reed or whirly type of keyboard. You have a lot of flexibility to kind of shape it and make it your own. Okay, let's see. Let's go nice and warm. It's got a nice sound to it. Let's put the stereo. Just a very gentle. And let's see. Wow, look at all that. Okay, so we got the logical. Yeah, so. That's got a nice sound. And then we can go outside of the range. And then we can go way up here too. Way outside of the range of the wow, that's pretty cool. And the pickup. Really cool. Motor City. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see. That's fun. Grapevine. Yeah, you know what? It's got that little Nord, it's got that little Nord red thing going on there. Um, okay. And let's see, outside the box, got some really cool presets here. Let's see. Sabbath. Sabbath bell. And since we're dealing with physical modeling, there's a way that they can take it outside the box, literally. Lots of possibilities. And let's see, silver, what do we go? Silver chimes. And this is using the time model. That sounds almost glassy. That's cool. And let's go ahead and go to the tine. This is velvet tine. It's got a bark like a whirly, but it has the nice the bell on the top of it. That's nice, nice and velvety. The funk. Oh, here's okay. Okay, there is a wah wah, a wah wah. It's like it's the Chihuahua. Okay, so I wonder. Ah, okay, we can switch that out. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I mean, I bet it's in there with the. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Let's go to the expert and let's just kind of make this thing just kind of bark here. And you hear the noise of the. Now let me see the tremolo. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. You gotta rate. Yeah, I took the tremolo off and something still. Oh, I've got the sync on. Oh, let's see. Oh, what is that? Oh, what? Yeah, it's kind of like that out of space. Let's see, we've got the distortion. We we got reverb, and then the amp has got something going on. Yeah, Chad, we are so well. We're glad to see you in the chat, but we our hearts go out to you, to your mother-in-law and your family. We just pray that that His comfort will just surround you and get you guys through this, carry you through this time. You know, I know all of our joyful family just send their best to you as well. Yeah, catch the replay, my friend. Um, okay, let's see. Uh, yeah, that's kind of a nice sound. That's nice. So that's just a little taste, just a little taste, and I'm going to dive in some more, and we might see see what happens with that. Yeah, so you can go in here and also see some more of the settings that you can set the number of voices and different tunings, equal temperament and stretched electric piano. Wow, that's pretty cool. So you can check that out. Links are in the description. Um, yeah, so yeah, Supertramp used the Wurlitzer a ton. That's what kind of gave them like a signature sound, and that's yeah, it just the grittiness and the bite that they had with those. So another fun thing from Applied Acoustic Systems. Yeah, yeah, very nice. And the cool thing was that Angela was like one of the characters, wound up being one of the character names in Taxi, which is kind of fun. And I love the way the different movements. Yeah, so that's cool. Okay, let's quickly take a visit because I want to jump into tides, and so let's see something here. But I want to just kind of cover as much as we can. Okay, so what? Okay. For some reason there it is. Some reason it didn't want to come up in the browser. Let me grab my a music minister. The first time I ever heard it called a QWERTY keyboard. So the QWERTY, I call it most of the time I just call it QWERTY. I think the VeggieTales called their computer keyboard QWERTY. That's kind of cool. But this is the latest from Fracture Sounds, and this is their solo string formations. And we're just going to play through some of this. I always encourage you just to check out the official walkthroughs and make sure that you, yeah, because these are just like, I like to say I'm the guy at the grocery store with the tray of like the latest and greatest hors d'oeuvre or meat or pizza or whatever, and it's just like, or ice cream. It's just like, here, take one. So yeah, so it's fun. Okay, Les, thank you. And while I'm hydrating, I want to say a big howdy do to. Gonna sound like Venus Theory here in a minute. Big shout out to Bob Dennis, and I know something that that Bob knows, and that you guys are going to know soon. Bob has done so much in the Unify world, bringing some amazing Unify libraries, but that's coming. But there's something else coming too that I can't wait to share more about. So make sure you subscribe and follow. If you're not following me on Instagram or X, yeah, today I was not going to go on X today. Let's just say that. Let's just throw that out there. But yeah, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. Whatever you are. Blue Sky, I'm on Blue Sky as well. So I try to push announcements and news. So make sure you do that. Make sure you do that, and so you won't miss out, because it's going to be fun. Oh man, yeah, it's just like, yeah, we ain't watching that today. We're gonna stay joyful in the house today. So um okay, I got to get myself back on track. Yeah, and one thing that I'm going to need to do if I'm on there is just to do not do the suggestions, but just do who I'm following. I mean, uh, the social media thing can really just really flood your mind and your spirit with all kinds of stuff that really you don't have the band. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for the bandwidth for that, and but yet we get sucked into it sometimes. So yeah, we just pray for our leaders, pray for our country, pray for our leaders all over the world, because yeah, it's crazy. It's just a crazy time we're in. And ooh, this is kind of neat. I've got the Lounge Lizard laying over with the acoustic on the Casio. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, this is just that Rhodes layered on top of the piano. Yeah, which is okay. Squirrel again. There's that squirrel. I always keep. Oh, it was so beautiful today. Um, it was so beautiful. Debbie comes in, and Debbie is in the house. She's safe and sound, so she's not going to be banging on the window today. But she said, "Simeon, hurry! Look out the window." Um, and we had a little fawn, just a little fawn, and it was man, it was just so beautiful. It had the little white dots on there, and it was just running and leaping in the backyard. We've got a little showers going on today, and it was like it just kind of, you just look out the window sometimes and I'll see a groundhog pop up, and then today it's just like you look out and this beautiful little fawn was just leaping, and it just looked like it was really enjoying itself, just beautiful. And Arad, I haven't heard the fox in a while. Haven't heard the fox, so that's good. Yeah, just beautiful. There's so many good things going on around us. We just have to take the time to look. You got to slow down. You got to slow down. You've got to focus on something beautiful, something good. And so right now, let me just get another drink here. Um, so right now we're going to take a look at solo string formations from Fracture Sounds, from Fracture Sounds. And let's launch Contact here. And let's get with it. I love these. I'm playing a chord, and it's just going through all of these beautiful alterations. Yeah, let's reach over. And with having, you know, I'm this is the first time using this new MIDI controller, but like to have that extra, it's almost like you can imagine yourself with the bow or that kind of thing. Listen to that. And it's I'm using the smart interval setting, so it can kind of try to interpret these chords. Listen to that. I don't know quite what to make of that. Beautiful. It's beautiful. And this is the kind of cool that it reminds me of that Rachel Portman sound. Just bump up the gain a little bit and so the way I have these sliders, I've got CC11 on the first one, and then CC1 on the second one. Okay, and also the CC1 controls that atmosphere intensity. That's cool. And let's see here. Oh, and this is neat. Look at this. And we discover together. That's what's so fun. Is that we have different arranging styles where you can set the priority of if you want the cello to stand out, or the viola or the violin to have priority and stand out, or if it's just the entire section. I'm just going to leave it on. Let's see. Let's just put it on cello priority, just to kind of see. Yeah, isn't that cool? And then let's see, let's go to violin priority. Andromeda, I totally agree. It makes it more. It makes it more like you're in control of. It's not just like a random thing happening. There are some randomness going on, but you have, I guess, more of a melodic control of it. And this is with a violin priority. No, no, this is not. I think you have a lot more control as far as what to expect. You have. Um, I hear the movements, but I can control the um, yeah, I can control the melodies and the movements. Yeah, I'm finding that out. I think this is yeah, life is nuts, and so I don't have a lot of time to spend, beforehand because things come out. But yeah, I mean, I can see this is fabulous. Yeah, you're in full control of the harmonies. That's the key for me. Let's go to the glides, and I'm going to switch the priority back to auto. And Marcus does such an amazing job with his walkthroughs. Yeah, there's the glide. It's just playing A flat chord. Yeah. Man, that is lovely. It's not. You can't, it's not syncing to, these are just like capturing like these live, genuine performances. And they're playing these, Mark. I mean, that's the thing. They're transitioning to these, so it sounds very natural. That's so cool. Let's go to slow trill. That's neat. Yeah. So, if I'm playing, yeah. So the intervals matter. So I can play a fifth, and it doesn't trigger the interval. Yeah, the fourth, it triggers that fourth. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? And then shimmers, and we can go in, and we have a little more control of the volume, attack, and release, and how dense things are. I'm just going to leave it on medium, and then maybe we can come in and take a listen to what those other ones do. That's nice. And then flautando alterations. Yeah, so basically we have the same articulations on the bottom as on the top, except these are played flautando. Which makes it even more delicate, you know? And then, of course, you've got the atmospheres on top of that. Man, wow. David, let me see something here. Let me just see. I'm gonna make sure I save this, and you guys get me into trouble. I'm gonna see if I have that. Let me see if I have that here. Oh, you know, I thought I did have it because this I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have it. If I did, I would definitely try to pull it in there. Um, yeah, man. So maybe we can figure that out. The cool thing is, one of the cool things that we can shift and click on these and be able to have multiple articulations. So you shift and click on the next one, and you can stack. You can stack it. So this is the flautando alterations, slow trill, and flautando shimmers. And having like 3 stacked, you know, might put a little. You might hear a little pop or two. There's a lot of stuff going on making that happen. Yeah, Mark, I'm watching it like a hawk. And I'm praying that that's not going to be an issue down the road. Wow. You know, the articulations, F in chat, are actually controlled by you can control them by key switches down here. And what I just discovered here too is that that I can actually hold down multiple keys and look at those keys. Watch those key switches light up. Yeah, so you can, you know, you can switch between the articulations using the key switches. And then, of course, you can program that into your MIDI track. You can have a separate instance of contact. You probably did when I had those stacked. And let's see. You know what? Let me see. Let me see what that looks like, Arad. Yeah, so what we have, we've got like we've got three chordal textures, unison textures, and layer blends. So these, let's go to the unison textures. Yeah, you don't have individual, you don't have the individual instruments doing these. You just get the priority Andromeda on those. So cello priority lights up that bottom. Tutti is all. Viola is the center. Now these are sustains, so there's not necessarily any movement going on. And auto just will yeah, I think that's what I was trying to do there. And let me just mute the textures. Yeah, that's it. That's neat. No, but I've been working with the breath controller a little bit more. There's some weird MIDI configuration that I'm trying to work around. But yeah, the breath controller is something you got to get used to it and work with it some. This is flautando with the cello priority. Just very delicate. And then let's jump up to violin. And F and chat, I'm not exactly sure about the dynamic layers. And it almost looks like we've got one dynamic layer that just kind of cross-fading. Um, so let's see, let's go to a couple more. I have the tech, just the, just the good old USB tech controller. And it seems to do a really, really good job once you dial it in. This is flowing sustains with the violin priority. Let's just put them on 2D. You have a little bit of dynamic control with yeah, very cool. Sporadic textures. That's very nice. Let's go to Consordino. Yeah, let's see. And we can adjust the color, the delay, and let's put their good old shimmer. And we can bring the textures back in with that. And they give you, of course, they give you a bunch of beautiful textures to experiment with. Let me see if I can't find it, Rod. That's very beautiful. Let's see what else we've got. I think we've got layer blends. Yeah, this is another. Yeah, they give you like all these crazy. And we've got the. You know, Rod, let me see. I mean, no, not a Rod, Nigel. Let me just see something here. I want to see if I can. I think I know it. And it's not the seagulls. You do not want to get me thinking about the seagulls. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's go above the clouds. Let's do this because I want to see what we can do with this. Let's go back to the chordal textures. See, guys, you get me into some fun things. Let's see. I just want to go to the alterations. Yeah, it moves a little bit slower. So let's do this. Let's go to the unison textures. And let's see. Yeah, the expressive sustains. Yeah, I'm feeling that a little bit more. And let's push it out with the perspective. And let's go with the violin priority. Let's bring the piano up. Little Picardy third there. I love that. So that's just a little bit of fracture sound, solo string formations, and it's gorgeous. Wow. Got a little carried away with this one. But very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay, so so let's jump into the TIDES, and I'm gonna wear that I'm gonna wear that out. But this is just a special library from. Oh yeah, I can do that. This is a special library from Orchestral Tools that, let's see, we've got, what do I have here? That is a collaboration with Rachel Portman, and you're gonna hear something. You're gonna hear a lot of a particular something, but this is just a very beautiful collaboration. And yeah, sorry, we don't have one to give away. I wish we did. I wish we did. I would love to give one of these away. Basically, this is like a chamber strings toolkit, and it's got some unexpected instruments in there too. But you know, you've got to watch the keynote on the just on the overview and how they put this together. And hey, Jim, good to see you. Um, so I'm going to load this up in the sign player. We're going to launch this good old sign player. And well, let's see what I've got. Oh, well, there's just the funny thing right off the bat is that they have they've got a piano actually. So let's just see what we've got here. So you've got chamber strings, violins, violas, cello, and a single bass, solo strings, solo woodwinds, solo brass, and character soloist. Um, so the character soloist include a mandolin, acoustic guitar, harp, and piano. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just I'm not going to do the piano yet. Let's just load just some of the violins. Okay, yeah, and I always miss the target there for some reason. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I still don't know how to hit the hit the target just right. So this is the violins. Lyrical sustains and legato. Yeah, I'm gonna really lean into this. It's got a very gentle, delicate. And no reverb. This is just the close and the tree mic. So you're getting the sound of the Teldex stage here. And we can switch between legato and sustains. Not yet, Steph. And then we've got portado. Nice portato, not potato. And staccato. Now I can drag between. You know, F in chat, so it's going for like a signature type of sound. Um, and I think somebody had mentioned like Petrus Vasque strings just had, they have an edge. This has a more softer approach to it. And I'm wondering if the pricing, when you do a collaboration, I know with some of the collaborations with Hans Zimmer, and when you attach a name to it, I'm just wondering if that has a lot to do with the pricing. I like that pizzicato. It's just getting sounds that are compatible with what you would typically hear from a Rachel Portman score. So it's like I would. I mean, I don't want to throw words around needlessly, but like boutique or focused. Yeah, focused is a good. Yeah, a vibe, a focused vibe in the style of Rachel Portman. I think that's a good way to put it. So it's like capturing the style, tone, sensibility of a particular composer and kind of coalescing it in there. What I want to do, I just want to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and load up. I went ahead and just kind of put my own string ensemble together, and I can just so I'm not going to load all those. So this this has them all. back the dynamic down a little bit. Now I've got to do this. I've just got to do this. I want to. I just want to do. Okay, I'm going to duplicate. Yeah, I'm just going to go out there and do this. Oh, let's see. Let's see what happens here. So, oh, come on. Let me see. Okay, I want to be able to show this to you. So bear with me for just a second. It's gonna look a little weird here, but okay. Nope. Here we go. That's what I want. I just want to show you what we're doing here. Okay, so this is, I went ahead and loaded this combination up to give me a nice, yeah, there we go. And then I'm just going to lay down a track or two. I'm going to duplicate, won't duplicate it, but I'm going to fly without a net here and just see what happens. This is my, yeah. And just trying to do this in real time. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let's put in another. Yeah, the reverb is, I mean, the tremolo, vibrato is baked in. So I'm going to load up another instance of the sine player there and just see what happens. Let's see, we've got. Yeah, okay, so put it on top. So I'm going to pull this up. Let's see. Oh, there you are. And let's see, let's go to Woodwind Soloist and go to the Cor Anglais Legato. And let's see what happens with this. Yeah, this is nice. And I could probably do this. Let's see. Let me put the, oh, the French horn. Let me do the sustains. Okay. Yeah, this is something I wasn't expecting. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and insert a MIDI track. And let's go. Let me put this on the sine player and go to, where are we at here? And where is it? There we go. So I've got the cor anglaise on channel 1 and then the French horn. And I'm going to just do this again. I'm going to do this as it gets a little bit more into it. And this, I mean, this particular, I mean, Emma, the opening for Emma, just and the music in Emma that she did, um, just so beautiful. The French horn, I think I'm going to bring it in at the when it gets big. Yeah. Listen to how beautiful and delicate those strings are. Okay, here we go. Where are we going? Where are we going? And you notice that it just kind of swelled a little bit when I was messing with the controller. There's something going on the way that MIDI is passing through Cakewalk. Yeah. Let's see. And I'm going to pull the I'm going to pull the piano in here. It's not a very complicated piano. It's just got like one. Um, it's got like one dynamic layer to it, but it's on purpose. So let's see. Let's duplicate this track and make sure this is going to be on MIDI channel 3. I don't know why it does that. No, this is just the piano. It just is, it seems like just a simple dynamic layer. Let's lay this in and see here what this does. Here we go. Let's see, make sure. Here we go. Hey. Yeah, so that's sort of that's that. I knew that. that sort of gives you just a little idea. And yeah, ah, just a little weird bugginess happening here. But yeah, just how you can just layer some things just on the fly. There we go. Yeah. Beautiful Steinway and Teldex. I can't wait. You know what? It is not. It's not a Rachel Portman piano, but I think it's the James Newton Howard. James Newton Howard is collaborating with them on that. So beats with the strings. So I'll show you. I can show you here that strings. I do have a sign player that has all the strings. Um, that has all the strings loaded up, so we can see that there. And this is one thing. I don't know if you guys know you can do this. So if you load something into the sign player, like a particular set of instruments or whatever, go up here to the floppy disk, and you can save the instance. You can save the instance of it. And so let's say you've got a really complicated setup in sign, maybe with different instruments or whatever. You can save those, and then just when you want to go back to it, you just go and open your the file explorer. um, yeah, so I've got, that's what I had here. So I had the TIDES strings saved, but let's just see what this is. It says string ensemble test. Okay, yeah, so that was something I did with the Berlin Free Orchestra. So let's load the strings back up. And then that'll bring back that instance that we had. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's got to explore. The thing that I like about orchestral tools is they let you purchase individual sections. Um, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's one of the powers of the sign player. Um, and speaking of, I don't know if I've got. Okay, I do. I've got this here. Um, let me just see here. Let me just clear this. Let me just clear this, and let's just load up the violin ones on Petrus Vasks. No, no. So like for the violins, um, I just had one instance for all the violins for channel one, and then with the other, I had the Coeur Anglaise on channel one of the second instance, and then the French horn on channel two, and then the piano on the third instance. So you have a little bit of flexibility there, and then you can go into the mixer and adjust levels there. So let's see what this is. This should be Petrus Vasks. Where'd it go? Okay. Yeah, this is Petrus Vasks violins one. Much bigger string section. Much bigger string section. Now let's go back and load Okay, let's do that. We can do this. And let's put this on the same MIDI channel. And go into the mixer. And we can mute. Yeah, this is just TIDES. And now, this is Pietrus Fast. You know, Andromeda, I would need to double check that. You may be right. You may be right. And let's just see. This is both TIDES and Pietrus Fast. I don't know what it is. It just sounds very nice. Oh yeah, you can. You can. You can do that. I guess just for the sake of speed, yeah. So I could load the entire thing. Let's just see what we can do. If I understand what you're saying, so I can go ahead and load back the I can load back the string ensemble, and then I can put the cor anglaise, and then the soprano saxophone. Yeah, so each time that I'm loading something, it automatically increments to the next MIDI channel. So it's using the same instance of sine. And the thing is, when you're doing that, you have control over the mixer here, and you'll see all the different instruments here. And I can keep loading and loading everything up. With the string section, I've got it where oh, let's see. Yeah, you got to see it here. Oh, you can't see it. Bum, ba-da-dum. Yeah, so with the string section, this is how you assign the MIDI channel. You just click up there in that upper left corner, and then you can assign the MIDI channel. If you want to layer things together, you just would assign them to the same MIDI channel. Yeah, so hope that helps a little bit. It can get a little confusing, but it is pretty powerful. It is pretty powerful. I just found this where I can clear that list out. Okay. Yeah, no violin twos in TIDES. Okay, let's just see. Let's just check out a couple more of the soloists. So this is the acoustic guitar, just to give you some nice colors here. And let me where are we at here? Yeah. There we go. Just give you a little extra colors, just like a toolkit, when you that's nice. And then let's Let's go back to the mixer. We can just bump up that close mic. Very beautiful. And it, you know, like I said, a toolkit that has got crazy things like dulcimers. And yeah, I've got to really learn how to do that trick. And you've got a harp, but the harp is from the Berlin series, as far as I know. Yeah, so this is taken from the Berlin series. Really cool. And then you've got a musette. Nice little accordion. What? Okay, I just got rid of the harp. Let's take this. Okay, you got the bass. Let's see. Exactly, Steph. Just really fun, unexpected things that you would find, but that give you some beautiful possibilities. Um, let's just look at the the solo French horn. Just got a couple more. Um, this is one thing that they have as synced rhythms. I like that, just to add some movement. I like that. Um, and then staccato. Let's check out the trombone. Um, okay, let me take the French horn out. Okay, yeah, Nigel. Nigel. Okay, to do this right for me, I'm gonna put the French horn legato back in, and let's see if we can just kind of blend it a little bit. And I'm going to put that. Okay, now, and Steph, Steph, let's see where we got this. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Let's put good old Black Hole Immersive on this. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. And of course, I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to have the let me dial back the mix a little bit. Beats. That's and Black Hole just kind of lets those chords kind of ring out really nice. That's so cool. Well, that's just a little traveling around this amazing, beautiful world. Oh, return of the Sign singles. Oh yes, it's the sequel, Return of the Signs. No Palpatine coming back here. Yeah, so it's an amazing world that we have, especially as musicians, and just beautiful to be able to be a part of this, to be able to share, and to be able to have this beautiful community. I really can't say enough how much I really appreciate all of you, and thanks for coming along again for another joyful journey. And yeah, if you'd like more information about the MIDI controller, about anything that you've seen on the stream, just make sure you leave a comment down below, and we'll get it. We'll get it to you. We'll do the best we can. So here we go. Good night, God, and thank you for this very lovely day. Thank you, too, for helping us in our work and in our play. Thank you, too, for family, for each and every friend, Forgive us, please, for anything we've done that might offend. Teach us to be grateful, God. Oh, show us what to do. Good night, God, and thank you, God, for letting us love you. Wow, until next time, this is Simeon reminding you to stay joyful. And it's time to roll the credits. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. Thanks, guys, for joining. Steph, Arad, David, Mark. Amazing. Nigel Andrew and Fred Frank, Les Fuller, Mark Holmes, of course. We've got a lot of string participants in the house. Andromeda, Beats, F in chat, Donald Sora, Wilfred Gomez, Jake, Steen, Jim Pettigrew, Bob Dennis, John P, Stop Motion. Thank you guys for joining. May the joy be with you always.